Alright guys, I'm back with another chapter in First Chronicles. We're in First Chronicles chapter 25, where the header reads Duties of the Musicians, and we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Before I start though, I'm blessed to be back. School is starting. This is our first day back. We have open house tonight, which is why I'm doing this here in my office, but nevertheless, we're still super thankful, excited for another great school year, and we're going to go ahead and start this Bible study, guys. So, chapter 25 of First Chronicles, Duties of the Musicians. David and the army commanders then appointed men from the families of Asaph, Heman, and Jeduthun to proclaim God's message to the accompaniment of lyres, harps, and cymbals. Here's a list of their names and their work. From the sons of Asaph, there were Zakur, Joseph, Nethaniah, and Asarela. They worked under the direction of their father Asaph, who proclaimed God's message by the king's orders. From the sons of Jeduthun, there were Gedaliah, Zeri, Jeshiah, Shimei, Hashabiah, and Mattithiah, 6 in all. They worked under the direction of their father Jeduthun, who proclaimed God's messages to the accompaniment of the lyre, offering thanks and praise to the Lord. From the sons of Heman, there were Bukiah, Mattaniah, Uzziel, Shubael, Jeremoth, Hananiah, Hanani, Eliathah, Gedalti, Romamti, Ezer, Joshbek Asha, Malathi, Hothir, and Mahazioth. All these were the sons of Heman, the king's seer, for God had honored him with 14 sons and 3 daughters. All these men were under the direction of their fathers as they made music at the house of the Lord. Their responsibilities included the playing of cymbals, harps, and lyres at the house of God. Asaph, Jeduthun, and Heman reported directly to the king. They and their families were all trained in making music before the Lord, and each of them, 288 in all, was an accomplished musician. The musicians were appointed to their term of service by means of sacred lots, without regard to whether they were young or old, teacher or student. The first lot fell to Joseph of the Asaph clan and 12 of his sons and relatives. The second lot fell to Gedaliah and 12 of his sons and relatives. The third lot fell to Zakur and 12 of his sons and relatives. The fourth lot fell to Zeri and 12 of his sons and relatives. The fifth lot fell to Nethaniah and 12 of his sons and relatives. The sixth lot fell to Bukiah and 12 of his sons and relatives. The seventh lot fell to Asarela and 12 of his sons and relatives. The eighth lot fell to Jeshiah and 12 of his sons and relatives. The ninth lot fell to Mattaniah and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 10th lot fell to Shimei and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 11th lot fell to Uzziel and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 12th lot fell to Hashabiah and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 13th lot fell to Shubael and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 14th lot fell to Mattithiah and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 15th lot fell to Jeremoth and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 16th lot fell to Hananiah and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 17th lot fell to Joshbekashah and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 18th lot fell to Hanani and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 19th lot fell to Malathi and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 20th lot fell to Eliathah and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 21st lot fell to Hothir and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 22nd lot fell to Gedalti and 12 of his sons and relatives. The 23rd lot fell to Mahazioth and 12 of his sons and relatives. And the 24th lot fell to Romamti Ezer and 12 of his sons and relatives. And that is the end of chapter 25, guys. And so, 2 things that I'll mention. Yesterday, I made some comments about trying to understand what it meant by casting sacred lots. And it's basically like drawing straws. It's a pick at random, and it even says that. And so that way, I assume as to be a prevailing fairness or understanding. And so I just want to make sure I reported on that's what sacred lots is. It's basically like drawing straws, or picking a specific number out of a hat out of 24. There's that, and then really the importance of fatherhood and just taking care of your family. So much of these duties and responsibilities are shared with families. So important that a father teaches the son, teaches the next generation of how to do things. We see that in many, many different eras throughout the Bible that we're reading, especially all the way up through this portion of the Old Testament, that whenever there was a huge failing of the prior generation, horrible things followed. And a lot of it is just the lack of discernment, a lack of leadership. And so it's so important that they follow that chain of command, that the husband and the father fall under the guise and worship and the guide of Christ, and to want to fall in line with those expectations, and that it's taught to the next generation so that they can see those same levels of success and really care. And so I'll leave with that. I think that is just so important, because that's what this is. This was men referencing the sons and or relatives that they had, and the fact that these things were passed on from generation to generation. And so often do we see in reading the Old Testament all the pitfalls that happen when that sharing, when that expectation ceases. And so I think that this is just another continuation of that, and really just a fantastic example of how when families align with the husband or the father at the head, and he's showing them, being a good example of what it means to follow God, to follow Christ. And we just see that continue. And so on that note, have a good night. God bless. I love you. Jesus loves you. And I'll be back for chapter 26 of 1 Chronicles tomorrow, where it talks about the duties of the gatekeepers. And so have a good night, and God bless, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.